us to grace this occasion is a Eze Igbo, one of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Please join me welcome Eze Sir Dr. Ibe Nwosu, member of the Order of the Niger, MON. You're most welcome. On this note, I want to invite my colleague to warmly acknowledge the presence of members of the NYSC top management, the pillars of the scheme. Ms. Beatrice, please.
The Honorable Minister, very distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I join my colleague to welcome you to the official closing of the NYSC Sports and Cultural Festival, holding here at the training pitch MKO Abiola National Stadium. Very quickly, the Honorable Minister permits me to acknowledge in our midst the members of the NYSC top management that are here to give moral support to our core members. First of all, I want to acknowledge in our midst the Director of Finance and Accounts, NYSC, Mr. Daniel Dauda. Please let's welcome him with a round of applause. We also have seated the Director of Press and Public Relations of the NYSC scheme, Mrs. Adeyemi Adenike. Please welcome her with a round of applause. She's ready to compete with our core members in the football finals today. Please let's give her a round of applause one more time. Thank you very much. We also have seated the Director of Core Mobilization, Mrs. Victoria Ango. Please give her a round of applause. Unfortunately, we are not playing volleyball this afternoon, but I guess she participated in the competitions. You're welcome. Thank you very much, ma. Also seated is the Acting Director, Special Duties in the Office of the Director General, Mr. Afolayan James. Please let's give him a round of applause to welcome him. The Coordinating Director for this event is the Chairman Central Planning Committee, as well as the Director Community Development Service and Special Project, Alhaji Abdurazak Salau. Please let's give him a round of applause to welcome him. Thank you. We also have seated the Area Coordinator, Southwest Zone NYSC, Mr. Emmanuel Atta. He's also a football ambassador in the country. Please let's welcome him with a round of applause. The Honorable Minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we also have the custodian of core members here in the FCT, the NYSC FCT coordinator, no other person than Hajia Walida Sadiq. Please let's give her a round of applause. Thank you, you're welcome. The Honorable Minister, permit me to acknowledge all the deputy and assistant directors that are here seated. At this point, we'll pause to move on with the program lineup for today. You're welcome once again.
Thank you very much, my colleague, Ms. Beatrice. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on this note, we are expected to pave way at this point as we leave the stage to invite the Chairman NYSC Central Organizing Committee for this all-important national event, the annual NYSC Sports and Cultural Festival, and the Director of Community Development Service and Special Projects, Alhaji Abdurazak Salau, who is expected to give us a welcome remark and set the stage for this all-important event. A round of applause for Director of Community Development Service and Special Projects.
The Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Nigeria, represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, representative of the Chief of Air Staff, representative of the Comptroller General of Nigeria Immigration Service, the Director General of NYSC, Your Royal Highness is here present, Nigeria's Sports Ambassador, Mr. Daniel Amokachi de Bull, heads of federal establishments here present, members of NYSC top management, members of NYSC staff, our invited guests, members of the press, and our children, the most important people in the whole world, gentlemen, core members. I'm highly thankful to God Almighty for the unmerited favors we enjoyed throughout the period of the annual sports and cultural festival. In the entire 6 days of rigorous sporting activities and dance drama competitions, I'm grateful to announce that we recorded neither injuries nor casualties of any sort. We ascribe all praise and gratitude to our Heavenly Father. Let me also appreciate and welcome our important personalities and everyone seated here for coming to join us mark the formal closure events of the annual Nysc Sports Festival. Much as the event has been very entertaining, it is very important to remind us once again that the fundamental reasons for this competition is to develop and promote the spirit of sportsmanship, self-reliance, unity and integrations among Nigerians from all divides. It is pertinent to also encourage our stakeholders, as well as those of us in the sporting industry, to take advantage of this reservoir of talent, nurture them and build the next generation of Daniel Amokachi, the Bull, JJ Okocha, Kanu Nwako, King Pele, Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Usain Bolt, Shirley Ann Fraser, and several others. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to respectfully acknowledge the presence of our special guest of honor, the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Mr. Sunday Dari, ably represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, our youth-friendly minister, who is also a youth at heart. I wish to also thank the FCT, the Minister of the FCT, who graced the opening ceremony of the Sports Festival, as well as the Minister of Information and Culture for gracing our cultural festival yesterday. Our special thanks goes to our ever-agile Director General, Brigadier General Shabi Ibrahim, whose support and encouragement made this occasion possible. Because of the passion he holds towards youth development, I know if it were possible, he would have extended the period of this competition. However, everything that has a beginning must have an end. I'm also mindful of our co-sponsors who have invested time and resources to make this event memorable. Principal among them are Pastor Natal Eke, the Chief Executive Officer of Bashmore Ventures, Chief Executive Officer of CEE Industries Lagos, the Managing Director Henrich Technology, and Managing Director Sunflag Limited Lagos. We are indeed very grateful to you all. Our appreciation also goes to the managers of Moshood Abiola Stadium, who graciously released the facility for us to host the festival. I'm not forgetting members of the organizing committee who painstakingly put together this event so that we can all have a worthwhile and life-molding engagement for these youths. To our footballers, track racers, and volleyballers, you have indeed put in the most impressive performance that has convinced this illustrious gathering that though great, we have what it takes to make Nigeria ever greater. Through sports, I want you to go with the assurances that, having made it this far, all of you are winners. Similarly, try to stay on the path that you have charted, perfect on gray areas, and the future will be yours for the taking. Thank you, and I wish you all safe journey back to your various destinations. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for the chairman, Central Organizing Committee of this all-important national event, and the director. Check. Check 1, 2. Once again, please may put our hands together. I also appreciate the Director of Community Development Service and Special Projects, Alhaji Abdulrazak Salau, for this welcome remark. Our special guest of honor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it is necessary at this point to quickly inform our guests that the 18th Director General of the 46-year Nysc scheme, among his 5 policy trusts, one factor that features prominently is the determination to sustain effective utilization of the potentials of youth corps members for optimal benefit and, of course, for national development. And this festival, by implication, is to achieve this all-important agenda in keeping with the tradition of the NYSC scheme in this particular festival. On this note, I want to most respectfully request the Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, DSS, PhD, Member Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, to shed light on this agenda and share his speech. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The Honorable Minister, Federal Minister of Youth and Sports, ably represented by the youthful Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, the representative Chief of Defense Staff, service chiefs, other paramilitary organizations here present, my directors, area coordinators, coordinator FCT, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and members of the press. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the closing ceremony of the 2019 NYSC Sports Festival. Let me begin by recognizing the esteemed presence of our special guest of honor and the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, Mr. Sunday Dare, ably represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Mr. Gabriel Aduda. I thank you most sincerely for sparing time to preside over this event in spite of other matters of competing for your attention. I also warmly welcome other distinguished guests, including the chairman, other distinguished guests, the President of the Chief of Defense Staff, service chiefs, heads of paramilitary agencies, and chief executives of other public and private agencies. This festival, which commenced over 3 days ago, featured competitions in football, volleyball, and athletics. It served as a platform for the exposure of the talents of our corps members in the track and field events, in addition to further advancing the cause of unity and national integration through interaction of these youths of diverse cultural backgrounds. This is well in line with the vision of the founding fathers of the National Youth Service Corps. Special guests of honor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to report that in the course of the competitions, these young men and women showed great passion, not only for the purpose of winning laurels, but even more significantly as a demonstration of their belief in our vision of a more united and prosperous Nigeria. Indeed, the coordination, teamwork, discipline, resilience, and sportsmanship that characterized their conduct throughout the event have further raised our hopes in their leadership potentials. I am also confident that given their performances, a good number of these corps members will achieve further feats, including successful careers in sports. At this point, I congratulate the winners of the various categories of the competition and also commend all the contingents for their mature conduct, especially in adhering to these rules. My dear corps members, I thank you for your patriotism and enjoin you to continue to be a source of pride to the nation. As we return to your various states of service, I pray the Almighty God to guide and protect you. I also wish to thank you and the umpires. I also wish to thank you and the umpires for the confident repose in them through your impartial handling of the contest. I wish to use this opportunity to commend members of the organizing committee for their hard work and dedication. I also thank the other stakeholders, including sponsors, who have contributed to the success of the festival. I look forward to further strengthening our partnership, especially as we work towards improvement of the first star. To our partners in the fourth estate of the Rim, I say a big thank you for your adequate coverage of this and other activities of the scheme. Before I end this address, I wish to once again express our gratitude to the whole Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Mr. Sunday Dare, for his continued support and encouragement to the youth, in particular for identifying with us throughout the festival. Our gratitude also goes to Mr. Daniel Amokachi Dibul for honoring our invitation. I can assure you, just as the Director CDA said, Amokachi will emerge from this competition. On this note, I want to thank all our distinguished guests and invited guests and my club members for this occasion. Thank you and God bless all of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, NYC National Band. That was the Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim. Another round of applause for the DG, please. Our special guest of honor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Before we move on to the next item on our agenda, permit me to quickly acknowledge the presence of Mr. Dayo Enebi Ato, the Super Eagles team administrator and head national teams, Nigeria Football Federation. He's here to grace this occasion. You're most welcome. We appreciate your presence. And of course, for the fact that you're going to inspire our young footballers to join the national team. And I want to believe in the course of the game, of course, you'll be able to identify talents that will be celebrated at the end of the game. You're most welcome. Also want to quickly acknowledge the representative of the Inspector General of Police, ACP Suleiman Gulma, Assistant Force Secretary, Nigerian Police Force. You're most welcome. We appreciate your presence, sir. And once again, on behalf of core members nationwide and the NYC family, we want to heartily congratulate Mr. Daniel Amokachi, a.k.a. The Bull, on his recent appointment by Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari as his football administrator and ambassador. We appreciate you and we congratulate you, sir. Thank you. On this note, we'll take the next item and my colleague will do justice to this. Ms. Petrus, please.
Thank you, Mr. Lord. The Honorable Minister, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the high point of today's finals, which is the official kick-off of the finals between the finalists in the football competition. Just before the Director General introduced the teams to our special guest of honor, I want to quickly invite to the field the finalists for the football competition to please take their place in the field, please. The finalists, please, march into the field as a... Thank you. We can see they are getting set to march into the field. The Honorable Minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to quickly recall that on Tuesday, the 3rd of March, when we officially declared this competition open, Enugu and Osun State declared the football competition open. They started the competition. And I want to recall that Enugu contingent beat Osun 4-0. Today, Enugu are playing the finals, and they are going to be competing with Kano contingent. We can see the finalists are marching into the field, led by the Chairman Central Planning Committee, Alhaji Abdurazak Salau, bringing them in with the flag, fair play games by FIFA, and we're so privileged to have Mr. President's football ambassador for the country, Amokachi Daniel the Bull, watch this competition. We are also very privileged to have a football ambassador also in our midst to watch this competition. Please let's give these finalists a round of applause as they take their place in the field. Thank you. Enugu and Osun contingent. Sorry, Enugu and Osun and Kano. Osun and Enugu played the first match. Today, Enugu and Kano will be playing. Kano Pillars, Rangers of Enugu. Thank you. At this point, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I respectfully invite the Director General to introduce the two teams to our special guest of honor, Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth Development, Mr. Sunday Dare, ably represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Mr. Gabriel Aduda. The Honorable Minister is accompanied by Nigeria Sports Ambassador, Mr. Daniel Amokachi. The representative of the Chief of Air Staff is also joining them. The representative of the Inspector General of Police is also joining. And the representative of the Comptroller General, Nigeria, is joining. I also want to invite to join them one of our Nigeria Sports Ambassador, Mr. Dayo Acho, to please join them in the field. Thank you.
Indeed, this is the high point of the NYSC Annual Sports and Cultural Festival, holding here at the MKO Abiola National Stadium, located here in the nation capital, Abuja. We are indeed grateful to have Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, the ministry supervising our noble NYSC scheme, grace this occasion as ably represented by the Permanent Secretary, and all our distinguished guests that honored the invitation. We are indeed grateful. Of course, our co-members are indeed grateful too to have in our midst the international football legend, Daniel Amokachi, the Bull, football administrators from the Nigerian Football Federation, and of course, other relevant personalities that are here to grace this occasion. They will indeed form a source of inspiration to our young footballers. And I want to assure all our youth corps members that emerged finalists from Enugu and Kano, that at the end of the day, of course, as you have displayed your talents in the course of this festival, you will be adequately rewarded. And we are praying that from this pitch, some of you will join the national team to project the good image of the nation.
Like the Director General mentioned in his speech at the opening of this festival, to our footballers is not a do or die affair. Remember, if you miss the ball, ensure that the legs are intact, please. Thank you. The Director General has just introduced the two teams, and the Honorable Minister is granting them the honor of posing for a group photograph with the team from Enugu. Enugu are on the black jersey, while Kano are on the lemon green and blue jersey.
Once again, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is necessary that we remind us once at this point that the festival theme focuses on harnessing youth potentials for sports and cultural development. Of course, in the course of this festival, we have identified creative talents in both sports and cultural components of the festival. And indeed, co-members have utilized the platform of this festival to interact, share ideas, and of course, expand the horizon of friendship and unity, which has been the hallmark of the NYSC scheme. And like my colleague said, of course, if you miss the leg, you reposition yourself, because the legs are very important. We need you. We are here basically to celebrate ourselves and, of course, advance the cause of national unity and integration, which has been the hallmark of the NYSC scheme.
Just to also remind our distinguished invited guests that we are not just going to watch the football competition between Kano and Enugu State. We also have the finals of the sprint in 100 meters and 200 meters, male and female.
The Honorable Minister has concluded the inspection of the finalists, Kano, and of course, Enugu State. On this table, all we can say is to wish the best team emerge victorious at the end of the game. But I want to believe at this point, we should be able to celebrate the two teams for getting to this level. Congratulations to all of you. as we wish you the very best in the encounter. The Honorable Minister poses for a group photograph with the Director General and our distinguished invited guests.
I think that the Director General will very soon organize a tournament between the management of the scheme and probably core members, where we will have the Director of Press and Public Relations as a goalkeeper for that event. That would be a good one, Mr. Lott.
And of course, the DG too will be the striker. If the image maker who projects the image of the scheme will be at the goalpost, then we should expect the Director General to be the striker, so that at the end of the day, management will actually emerge victorious. We shouldn't expect management to be on the other side, because that will not be palatable.
With the Director of Press and Public Relations, I wonder how the management will win that game. But we never can tell.
Well, I want to assure you, image-making project is not an easy task. And she is equal to the task. As she's projecting the image of the scheme, she equally do well at the goalpost.
Okay. Goalpost is not image-making. Thank you.
Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you that this game promises to be very interesting and rewarding experience. I will still urge all of us to sit back, relax. The Honorable Minister is moving forward to do the ceremonial kick-off of the ball, and that will signal the commencement of this all-awaiting match between Kano and Enugu.
And the Honorable Minister have just kick-started the competition between Kano and Enugu states. Congratulations to the winners that will emerge at the end of this tournament. The Honorable Minister is returning back to his dignified seat to enjoy this match between the two teams. Thank you very much, the Honorable Minister, for kick-starting this event. We crave the indulgence of our distinguished invited guests to kindly relax and watch this very interesting tournament between Kano and Enugu State contingent.
The Honorable Minister is returning alongside our guests. Let's appreciate the Honorable Minister for officially kick off this game between Kano and Enugu. Once again on this deck, we wish the best of the team, the best of luck, as we urge the Honorable Minister, all distinguished guests, to sit back, relax, and watch this historic, interesting match between Kano
and the game has just begun between Kano and Enugu. At this point, the Honorable Minister, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hand over to our core commentator for this evening's occasion, Precious Eseola, FCT core member, who is working with us to ensure that dignitaries at this occasion enjoy every bit of the match. Thank you and welcome once again.
We need to celebrate Precious and Prince, gentlemen core members. This is just to give us an idea of what NYC can do. We are professionals in all fields. And of course, in this regard, in this activity, we have core members to coordinate their activities in their own way. Let's celebrate Prince and Precious as they take the stage to give us this historic commentary. Precious, please.
Good afternoon once again, gentlemen, co-members, distinguished guests of honor. You're welcome once again to the NYC Annual Sports and Cultural Festival. And the match has just been kickstarted by the center referee, Mr. Jacob Guanza. He's a Premier League referee, and alongside, he's been assisted with Miss Vivian as the assistant referee 2, Mr. Peter Bwamba, assistant referee 1, and Mr. Chidi Chimeze, who is on reserve. While the match is going on, I can spot a player for the Enugu team. He's down already, but the ball is in possession of the Enugu player. And the referee has just signaled the game to be paused to check on the player now. While that is going on, I would like to walk through the team list for Enugu. We have Omoloyin Tosin with the number 1 jersey, Attacker Emmanuel with the number 2 jersey, Isiaku Emmanuel with the number 3 jersey, Oshili Joshua, Aloko Ekis with number 15 jersey, Elias Chigoze with jersey number 50, Onchekwa Chukwujeku with number 19 jersey, Ivo James with number 10 jersey, Imo Ikedinachi Prince with jersey number 30, Maimako Jamal with jersey number 6, Oha Chizeterem with jersey number 9. All right. Now, Kano team are in possession of the ball and they are pushing an attack. But the goalkeeper is there to rescue the Enugu team. Now, Enugu is in possession of the ball and they are pushing an attack through, but it was intercepted by the center defender and be sent in by the left fullback. Enugu with the ball. That's a nice one and a nice pass from the attacker for Kano. And that is still on target, but unfortunately, he pushed the ball too much.
The Honorable Minister, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, just to inform you that at the first half of this game, we shall be taking the finals of the track event, that is the 100 meters and the 200 meters, males and females, before we go in for the second half. Thank you.
Well, that was a player down.
And the referee waves a play on. Oh, it's a free kick. But what do you think about this game?
I think the game is still well balanced with the good conduct the center referee has put in play. I think with that, the game will be a fair play all through the game.
Wow. And what are you seeing from the energies coming from the both teams?
I think what I can say for now is that the game is still under a very stable condition, and both teams are trying to bring out the best of themselves.
And I think the coaches are very, very much comfortable with the both teams.
I just love the atmosphere.
Wow. And it's going down. And it's well defended by Kano players. And it's a free kick.
You see, the last during the opening match, I saw this Enugu team play. They are truly the replica of Rangers.
Wow.
Honestly. And they are very, very energetic while on ball. You see them fighting hard. And the referee has just signaled a foul there.
Well, you said something when you started your conversation. You said at the opening ceremony.
Yes.
And today it's the finals.
Yes,
Do you think they are still going to uphold that hold today?
Well, according to the acting coordinator for the Southeast, Alhaji Ahmad Wada, he said something, and I quote, during the opening match. He said, Enugu boys are a replica of Rangers, and they are here in FCT to give to any team what they deserve. And each goal will be for an alphabet of the states, regardless of how numerous it is. So let's see what the boys can do today. Let's see how productive they can be.
And I'm seeing Kano Pillars doing a very good job, sending the ball in the middle, and well defended by Enugu defenders. Very beautiful. Are you seeing that?
Yeah, I can see that. He's in good control of the ball.
A very beautiful control was that.
And I can see confidence being put into practice. But it was intercepted by the Kano player. And you have the captain of the team trying to fly a pass to the jersey number 9. He's still on with the ball. Let's see how they can convert this one positively. And that is a good attacking over there.
A good attack over there, and that was well defended by any good defenders, and that was a throw-in. So now, what do you think? I can see so much energy coming from Kano players.
The energy is not coming from the Kano player side alone. The Enugu team are also mounting pressure on them. So what I can say for now is the game is still balanced, and they are just playing under a total care, because this is the final, and both teams will want to go home with a cup. But I think, and it's what we all know, a team will emerge the winner.
And in the fair predictions, what do you think?
If I'm to predict this game,
Yes.
at this point in time, I'll still say the game is unpredictable.
Unpredictable.
Because this is football. Anything can happen.
Can happen.
Oshun happens to be the defending champion. But where are Oshun today? They're out of the tournament. They got trashed by the Enugu boys 4-0. And during the third place, they got trashed by Ogun State also 2-0.
Wow.
And those are the defending champion.
Beautiful. And now today we are getting ready to see so much from the both sides. And the football is still ongoing. And it's a free kick. It's a free kick against the Kano players. And can they make a very good use of the free kick?
No, that's
it's
a throw-in.
Wow. That's a foul throw.
It's quite unfortunate they couldn't. The referee just decided that they should go for another throw again.
Oh, no.
Let's see how productive this can be.
Oh, no.
Still Kano in possession of the ball. Trying to vie for an attack. That's jersey number 9.
Wow.
Being tackled by jersey number 13 for the Kano players. That's a throw-in favor of the Kano team.
Kano team? So much confidence.
The throw-in has just been awarded to the team Enugu.
And to be taken by player number 3.
That's quite a long one. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is still the match between Team Kano and Team Enugu. And we still have the scoreline to be 0-0. And the free kick to Team Kano.
And with so much I can say in the football today, there is so much coming from the both sides. This won't be so fair if anybody has to lose, but this is still a game.
Both teams are not here for going home, being the loser. But I believe, and it's what we all know, a team will emerge as a winning team.
And the ball is ready for another magnificent one on the sides of the Enugu. And is well defended. Beautiful,
wow, that's
well
a beautiful play in there by the left fullback for Team Enugu. And it's a throw in favor of them. And we have jersey number 15 on the ball, trying to throw in the ball.
And this is another throw for the Enugu. And to be taken by player number 3.
That's a very beautiful one.
A very beautiful and intelligent play from the Enugu team. Sends in. Well defended.
That's a beautiful clearance by the jersey number 4 for Team Kano.
Yeah.
And both team defenders seem to be very, very agile. And they are not ready to tolerate nonsense
from anybody.
It's Team Enugu with a throw-in. And we have jersey number 3 on the ball. Talking about Team Kano now, they played against the Team Ogun and they were able to win 4-2 in favor of them. Do you think they can replicate the same thing against Team Enugu?
From what I'm seeing from the players, from Kano players, I think they are doing well and they are doing very, very much more than they did on the first play. And this play, I can say, they might standing strong to the game. 90 minutes is up. But
we have the center referee trying to coordinate the game very, very well. Warning the players that the game should be a fair play. It shouldn't be too rough. And this is a free kick.
And it's a free kick
Enugu.
From Enugu, and it's well taken.
One.
Oh, and the keeper has it.
The goalkeeper has just sent the ball in for Team Kano. Let's see how positive that can be. Wow. It was intercepted by the left fullback for
a very
Enugu.
beautiful pass from player
beautiful
number 10
from Team Kano.
And they're going.
Can they convert
from Kano, can they convert that to a goal?
It was intercepted.
And that was well defended by the second defender for Enugu.
Enugu in possession of the ball and they are taking the pace. They are taking charge of the midfield.
Trying to make a
now.
counter from here.
That's a very beautiful one, but it's quite unfortunate they couldn't convert it.
And that's a goalkeeper's ball.
Team Kano trying to start the attack from the back by the goalkeeper, and jersey number 20 for Team Kano is trying to go in with the ball, but it was intercepted by jersey number 50 for the Enugu, the central defender, and that's a throw in favor of Team Kano.
And this ball, and can they make good use of this throw in right now?
Team Kano still approaching the ball. Jersey number 9 trying to fight for it. And what could be the referee decision?
And
the
the
referee
flag
has
is up.
decided a goal kick in favor of Team Enugu.
And they started to play again. Very well cleared. And intercepted. Very well played.
That is a beautiful play by Team Kano, but it's quite unfortunate they couldn't convert it to a goal. Now we have a throw-in for Team Enugu. Beautiful one there, and they are still trying to take charge, but it's for Team Kano now. And that's a nice pass coming through from Team Kano, but it was intercepted by the central defender for Team Enugu. Naya just sent it into jersey number 30, and Team Enugu is in possession of the ball. Let's see what we can do with this, but they are just lost it too cheap. Team Kano with the ball now.
And Team Kano with the ball, making good use of it. And hands up for. Oh, and it's a goal kick. And that's a goal kick. And the keeper is trying to start the ball right now. Enugu players with so much confidence keeping possessions in play.
Now Team Enugu is still in possession of the ball, and the central defender has just sent the ball in to their top man, but the right fullback for Team Kano is with the ball now, and that's a throw-in in favor of Team Enugu. Let's see how positive this can be on their side. That's a beautiful long one there, but it wasn't accepted by jersey number 13 for Team Kano. That's a beautiful one from Team Enugu, and he sent it into the 18-yard box, but that was very, very directly to the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper for Team Kano has just started another attack.
Very well intercepted.
That's a foul there, decided by the center referee in favor of Team Kano.
And a very quick one from the referee to the player. And the ball is being taken by the player in 7. And he sends it in.
That's not too good. That's not too good. And now we have the Enugu team trying to launch another attack. It's quite unfortunate. He couldn't have a very good control of the ball.
And that's a goalkeeper's ball. And the keeper sends it in again. Very well intercepted.
That's a very beautiful one from Team Kano by jersey number 9, but the pass couldn't go through. Nice control there by Team Enugu. They are still in charge of the attack now. Jersey number 30 with the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a beautiful one there. A nice turning there by Team Enugu. These guys are really, really productive. Wow. Do I say they are trying to impress the football legend we have in our midst, Mr. Daniel Makachi, popularly known as the Bull. You know, I grew up to know this man. The last time I saw his face was on TV when we have Nigeria take a country like that. I can't really remember the country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is 15 minutes of the game between Team Kano and Team Enugu. And the scoreline is still 0-0. Let's see what this corner can turn to. Could it be positive for Team Enugu? We never can tell. That's a very beautiful corner, but they couldn't utilize it. Now a goal kick for Team Kano.
Our special guest of honor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the game is still on between Kano and Enugu State. Permit me to quickly inform the athletics in both male and female 100 meters. The following 100 meters for male: Ogun State, Ondo State, Plateau State, Edo State, Delta, and the Federal Capital Territory, please. Once again, Ogun, Ondo, Plateau, Edo, Delta, and FCT.
That's a very beautiful one from Team Kano, and they are still in possession of the ball. Jersey number 10 is still in control of the ball, and the referee has just signaled a free kick there because that was too hard for the jersey number 10 for Team Kano.
And do you think they can make good use of this free kick?
I think that's very, very close. It's a very close range.
It's a very close one, and you think they can make very good use of it?
Well, I can't really say he can make a very good use or he can't. Let's see what it turn out to be.
And the Enugu players are making a very good block of that. And would that be a very good one for the Enugu players?
I think the defenders are well coordinated, trying to pick their opponents one-on-one.
And the free kick is to be taken by player number 21. And he sends it in.
This is a very beautiful one. Could he utilize this? Oh no, we have the goalkeeper there to rescue Team Enugu from recording the first goal. That is Enugu jersey number 1 goalkeeper, and he has just started the attack by taking off jersey number 3, the left fullback.
And that was very well intercepted by the Kano players again. And he sends the ball in, and the flag is up. The throw-in against the Kano players. And the play is on.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, ongoing is still the Nysc Annual Sports and Cultural Festival. And this is the final match between Team Enugu and Kano. Let's see. Enugu in charge of the ball. Now, this is a very, very close range shot, but he couldn't cover the ball well. And we'll have the goalkeeper for Team Kano there to rescue his team from recording a first goal.
Thank you. Once again, want to remind the finalists on athletics, both male and female. Once again, Ogun, Ondo, Plateau, Edo, Delta, and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. And 100 meters female of the women's category, we have Edo, Jigawa, Plateau, Delta, and Ogun State. Please, the following states should be at the starting point there, as officials will meet them ahead of the event. (200 meters women), we have Niger, Edo, Jigawa, Akwa Ibom, and Plateau State. 200 meters women, we have Niger, Edo, Jigawa, Akwa Ibom, and Plateau State. And of course, in the 200-meter men category, we have Ondo, Niger, FCT, Edo, Plateau, and Delta State. Please, all these states should assemble at the starting line there. Officials will meet them ahead of the event place. Thank you.
Welcome back from that short break.
And it's still 0-0 on the score line. No goals from the both teams yet.
We have Team Enugu and Team Kano in the Nysc Annual Sports and Cultural Festival. Ongoing now is still the final match. And the scoreline still remains 0-0. Team Enugu with a free kick.
You can see Team Enugu keeping possession alive. And he sends the ball in. And that has been intercepted. Very well played, player number 19. And that ball was beautifully intercepted by the Enugu players. Send it to player 19. A beautiful pass to player number 30. And can he make use of the ball? And it's a corner kick awarded to the players of Enugu.
I can see the coach for Team Kano trying to speak with the jersey number 10 player, telling him what he ought to have done on the pitch. Let's see how he can can change the game for them. There's a corner that will be taken by jersey number 6 for Team Enugu. And this will be the second corner in the game. Both are being taken by the Enugu boys.
And the play has been sent in. Oh, that was too long.
We have Team Kano in possession of the ball.
Team Kano put in it.
But the game is in. Team Kano is still in charge.
Kano is still with the ball.
They are still launching the attack, trying to dictate the pace of the goal.
Very well
Thanks to the
defended.
defender there. The ball beautifully defended. Now the left fullback in charge, but he couldn't get through. He couldn't see it through.
Couldn't see that through, and that has been defended again. And the flag is up. 2-man down. And the referee is trying to make sure everything is still on.
I think it's nothing serious. Both players are up now, and the free kick has been awarded. Throwing has been awarded to Team Kano. And that is a beautiful one being sent in by the Kano player.
Very well defended by Enugu players.
Still Team Kano in possession of the ball. Jersey number 33. Wow, it was intercepted by jersey number 30, and it's going through, going in. Let's see what he can do with the ball. That's a beautiful one there. And a beautiful pass by jersey number 3. Whoa. You see, I love that very pass. It's a very, very beautiful one by jersey number 30. I never thought he could use that very position again.
And that was intercepted.
I think what the area coordinator for the Southeast said on Tuesday during the opening match about the Enugu boys, I think he's very, very truthful. He's been truthful about that. These guys are truly a replica of Rangers. Now they are the one dictating the pace of the game now by mounting pressure in their opponent's box. And that has been intercepted by jersey number 33.
And it's a
Team
throw.
Kano. And that's a throw-in for the Enugu player, jersey number 2.
Takes the throw.
Beautiful one there.
And that has been defended.
Still Team Kano with the ball.
Very beautiful foot play.
That's a foul there.
That's a foul.
Truly, the center referee has really been in control of a fair game. The free kick is to be taken by the jersey number 33 for Kano.
And he sends it in. And Kandeme and that was defended. And he's been intercepted again. And
That's
he
a
sends
very
it in.
nice shot, a long range one from the team captain for Team Kano. But the keeper has got himself the high of an eagle. He was able to picture the ball coming, and he has just launched another attack, which has been intercepted by Team Kano captain. Still Team Kano in possession of the ball. Now Team Enugu in charge. So that's a
Enugu making
beautiful
good,
touches
beautiful
there.
good work. Still intercepted again. And
that's
it's a throw-in.
Throwing in favor of Team Enugu. All right, with what you've seen so far, what can you say about this Team Enugu?
I think this team Enugu have been so into the position right now. They have been doing very well, trying to keep the play alive and keeping the football on and beautiful.
There has been a foul there, and it's really an uncultured act. And I have the center referee attending to the player.
And
The center referee is sounding a warning to jersey number 6 player for Team Enugu, and he has just been awarded a yellow card for the uncultured act. And that's a beautiful decision there by the center referee. This is to show that the game is a fair play. If you miss the ball, let the leg go scot-free. The free kick is to be taken by Team Kano captain now. I think the boys are now getting into the game fully. They're becoming very, very energetic now. That's a beautiful touch there by Team Kano attacker jersey number 20. But this Team Enugu captain goalkeeper, he's really very, very good with positioning.
Yes, He has really proven himself to actually be unbeaten, and he's still doing well. Very well defended by any good defender, and sends it in. Can they make good use of this play?
That's
That
a
was very
beautiful
well defended.
clearance there by jersey number 4 for Team Kano. Ongoing is still the final match between Team Enugu and Team Kano. And the scoreline still remains 0-0. That's a throwing being awarded to Team Kano. And this is still the first half of the game.
And the ball has been sent in again, and it's been intercepted by the Enugu players, and they sends it in.
This might be quite dangerous
This
for
might
the
be quite
Kano
dangerous.
boys. A beautiful one there by jersey number 9, jersey number 2 to jersey number 19. A very beautiful attacking from the Kano boys. That's way too long. Could he take charge of the game? And we have the keeper there to rescue the ball. Team Enugu with the ball now. Still Team Enugu. That's a beautiful
Number 2
pass
now.
there to jersey number 2. A very long one there. But it's quite intercepted. And we still have Team Enugu in possession of the ball. Jersey number 25 to jersey number 19. And that's a beautiful one there. Jersey number 9 is trying to fight for the ball, but it's resulted to a throwing in favor of the Enugu boys. I think right about now the area coordinator for the Southeast is getting his hopes up because he's expecting a goal now, and the referee has just signaled a foul there against Team Enugu. Now, talking about the results of the matches played so far since the inception of the competition, we have Enugu Trash Osun to 4-0, Kano Trash Ogun 4-2, and Ogun Trash Jigawa also 4-1. And during the third place game, we have it in between Team Ogun and Team Osun, where we have Team Ogun emerge the winner of the game by leading by 2-0, which made them the third position.
And he's a throwing now against Team Kano. And still on the scoreline is draws 0-0. And we are still expecting more from the game. And the play
That's
is
a
on
beautiful
now.
long one. And we have jersey number 9 return the ball.
And it's been sent in.
That's a
That's
foul there.
player down.
And let's see what the center referee will decide on. It's still the annual Sports and Cultural Festival, the year 2020 edition of it. And we have the final match ongoing between Team Enugu and Team Kano, who will emerge the winner. 90 minutes with George. That is the second yellow card in the game so far, and it's been awarded to jersey number 33 for Team Kano. There's one thing I observe in these Enugu boys: the pace at which they played against Team Osun. Don't you think it's dropped a little bit?
They started the game on a very, very energetic note, and now it dropped a little bit, but they are still doing very well in the game.
That is one thing. They are still keeping possession of the ball, and Team Kano too. They are not ready to settle for the less. Both teams are playing beautifully
Both teams are
well.
playing beautifully well. That was a very beautiful footworker.
And that's a long range shot. But it's quite unfortunate he couldn't find the back of the net. That's a very, very beautiful one there by Team Enugu player.
That was a very long range shot.
None of the defenders were expecting that. Even the goalkeeper himself. I know he will be very, very shocked to receive that. And what do you think would have happened if the ball was on target?
That would have been a very beautiful goal.
I think two things are involved. It's either the net smiled back at me, or the keeper is able to rescue his team.
Then from what I can see from the keepers, I think the Kano keeper is doing very well and ready for the game today. I don't think he's really ready to settle for the less.
I don't dispute the fact that he's doing quite very well, but he hasn't received the number of shots the goalkeeper of the team has received. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the final whistle for the first half of the game between Team Enugu and Team Kano, and the scoreline still remains 0-0. And right about now, we're going to have our athletes coming up.
So don't forget, the game is still going to be continued just after a little hour's rest. And we are still coming back for more. My name still remains VJ Fresh, and you're...
I am Esiola Lalikon Precious.
Thank you very much, and we are coming back for more.
Thank you, Precious and Prince, for a good commentary of the first half. Of course, we use this interlude to unveil the sprint event in the athletics. Like I announced earlier, we have the following states for 100 meters. Men, Ogun, Ondo, Plateau, Edo, Delta, and of course the FCT, featuring in the 100 meters men. And of course, the 100 meters women category, we have Edo, Jigawa, Plateau, Delta, and Ogun State. Similarly, in the 200-meter women category, we have Niger, Edo, Jigawa, Akwa Ibom, and Plateau State. The 200 men category, we have the following states: Ondo, Niger, FCT, Edo, Plateau, and Delta State. And I believe they are all set. They are taking position. The officials are coordinating all participating states in this regard. And the next couple of minutes, we should be able to identify winners in this category of the competition. Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, as the team gets set quickly, I want to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Ejo Michael C., Honorable Commissioner, Federal Civil Service Commission, Abuja, and retired director of the Nysc. Indeed, a retired emeritus is here in show of solidarity with the Nysc scheme. We welcome you, Chief Ejo.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, corps members, the 100 meters for women is about to kickstart.
The 100 meters for the women is about to kickstart. And on the track, we have Edo State, we have Jigawa State on second lane, we have Plateau on the third lane, we have Delta State on the fourth lane, and we have Ogun on the fifth lane, who is going to be the winner of the race of our 100 meters women. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it's still the athletes play for the women 100 meters, and the race is on. And
That's
I can find someone
pace.
in front, a very beautiful pace.
That's a very, very beautiful one.
And
These
very
guys are
beautiful one on
really
the 100
tried
meters.
very hard to make it to this stage. And this is quite intriguing.
Intriguing, and we'll have our winner.
And that's a very beautiful race for the 100 meters women, which just took place between Edo State,
Jigawa State,
Plateau
Plateau,
State,
Delta, and
Ogun State.
And we're still waiting for a beautiful result, though we saw it very open, and we saw that beautiful pace. Wow, what do you
See that tall lady in black? I've never seen a lady being energetic like that on the
That
track.
race was magnificent.
Honestly speaking,
The energy was so much. I mean, the crowd are all cheering her up because she did
I can
so
see
well.
the Ogun boys very, very happy trying to cheer their people up, and that's a very encouraging one and beautiful one from them.
And on to the next one right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 100 meters for men right now. And on the track, we have on the first lane, we have Ogun State. We have
Ondo
Ondo on the
State.
second. We have also,
Plateau State,
we have Edo State on the fourth lane.
Delta State,
And we have the last but not the least, number 6 lane, and that is FCT.
FCT.
And who is our winner going to be tonight? Don't forget, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, keep your predictions alive. And we are live and streaming live too, because we're going to have a winner today. And our winner still remains our winners for today, ladies and gentlemen.
these guys are really, really ready for this. They are very, very ready for this.
From the view of what I'm seeing from
I
here,
can see them bouncing up and down.
they are revving.
Everyone wants to win.
Everybody
Well, at the
wants
end of
to
it
win.
all, we have just a
one
winner.
And who is that winner going to be tonight?
They are going to decide that for us under 5 minutes from now. Once again, this is the 100 meters for men, and it's going to take place between Ogun State,
Ondo State,
Plateau State,
Edo State,
Delta State,
and
FCT.
FCT. And don't forget, if your own is on the track field right now, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to stand up and cheer them out, because being on this track tonight, it's not just a one-day thing.
They've journeyed this far, and this how productive hard work has taken them to.
And this race is about to kickstart. I can see the athletes all bouncing and ready. And they are on their knees and they are on your marks right now and ready to get on the game now.
Once again, it's between Ogun State,
Ondo State,
Plateau State,
Edo State,
Delta State,
and the beautiful FCT. On the track now.
Yes, gentlemen, come remember, this is another time, another opportunity for us to welcome you all to the MKO National Stadium here in FCT Abuja.
And the race is on. And
wow,
the race
wow,
is
wow,
on.
wow. This is a
Who is
beautiful
our
one.
winner gonna
Very,
be?
very close
Very,
range.
very close.
Yes, these guys are really, very, really
And we will
energetic.
definitely have a winner, and we
Yes, who is the winner?
And we have a winner. And who is our winner? I can see so many jubilations going on. And I can also see the fans all jumping and
I
bouncing.
can see Ogun boys. They are very, very happy, rejoicing.
And so much from the fans now. From here, I can see from the other wing, there are so much jubilations. There are so much joy going on in there. And wow, wow, wow.
That was a very beautiful race there.
Very, not just beautiful, that was super energetic.
Very, very beautiful. Very, very, very,
Very beautiful.
The distance was very, very close, and these guys are not ready to give in for a loss. Everyone wants to emerge as the winner, but at the end of it all, I think we have the winner.
Yeah, I think we'll have a winner.
Yes, I think
Though we saw
have
the
a
game,
winner.
and we are still waiting for the list of our
Yes, we are
winners.
waiting for the results. Ladies and gentlemen, co-member, I think you are really enjoying yourself. These athletes displaying to us now, they've really done well. This is how far hard work has taken them. Please just do us good by cheering them up. It has not been an easy task so far.
Don't also forget that we still have play against
Team Kano and Team Ogun.
And
And
I can
they are
see-
still on the first half break.
And I can see the team coaches talking to their players right now, trying to put them into shape and put them into the right positioning for the second half. And again, don't forget, we also have the next one on the athletics. That's the 200-meter race against the men and the women. And on the women's wing, we'll have on the first lane,
Niger State,
we'll have Edo State,
Jigawa State,
we have Akwa Ibom and
Plateau
Plateau
State.
State. And on the men wing, we have Ondo State,
Niger State,
we have FCT,
Edo State,
we have Plateau, and again, the
Delta
beautiful state of Delta.
State. Worry.
They say worry no carry last, eh?
Yes, so they say, but let's see if they can replicate that here. Maybe it might just turn out to be a word, a mere speech, statement.
All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, don't forget this event is being live streamed on Facebook and YouTube. You can go and watch live. Facebook at YeTV, that's YETV space NG. And on YouTube is YeTV space NG. I take that again. This event is live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Just go to Facebook and type YeTV, that's YE space TV. No, YETV space NG. And on YouTube, YETV space NG for the live streaming. Have some more fun because we are here live and watching. Thank you very much.
Distinguished guests, gentlemen, co-members, ongoing is still the Nysc Annual Sports and Cultural Festival. And we have the final match ongoing between Team Kano and Team Enugu, and the scoreline still remains 0-0. And for the athletes, we have just concluded the 100-meter men, and it took place between 100 meters women and 100 meters men. And the men took place between
Ogun State,
Ondo State,
Plateau State,
Edo State,
Delta State, and FCT. And on the women's wing, we have Edo State,
Jigawa State,
we have Plateau,
Delta State,
and we have Ogun State. And they have done beautifully well. And also, we have a winner from the both sides, both on the men's space and on the women's space. But we are still waiting for
While waiting for the results, the athletics for women for the 200 meters are getting prepared. And it's going to take place between the Niger States,
Edo State,
Jigawa State,
Akwa Ibom State,
and Plateau State.
And on the
for the
men's
men,
wing,
we have Ondo State, Niger State, and our darling FCT, Edo State, Plateau State, and Delta State.
And I can see from a distance, I can see our number one core member, our most delighted and humble DJ sitting and relaxing while watching this race, because I know he is actually happy from what he has seen from the track today. And what do you think about that?
You know, it's a very, very good thing when you breed, when you train your kid, and it turn out to prove to the world that yes, he or she is well cultured. And I think the core members really deserves an accolade now. Right about now, we have the 200 meters women. And it's going to be between Niger State,
Edo State,
Jigawa State,
Akwa Ibom State,
and
Plateau
Plateau
State.
State.
And they are all ready. I can see from a distance, they are all on the ready to be on the track right now. Can we make a good prediction from that? Who is our winner going to be?
Talking about who the winner is going to be, we have less than 4 minutes, and the race has just been signal to start.
And the race is on.
This lady again.
I can
she
see
is
so
going
much.
again.
So
very,
much
very
energy from
energetic.
this lady.
Oh my.
With a
I've
very
never
big
seen
pace.
a lady dictate the pace of a race like this. This is a very beautiful
This
one.
is a very beautiful,
very beautiful
one.
and powerful
And
one.
she's making it. Is somebody going to compete with that?
Honestly, this margin is just too much.
This is just too much.
And this is a very beautiful one by her.
And
She's
we
just finished the
have-
race for 100-meter women now. And she emerged as the winner, replicating
on
that
the
again
200
on the
meter,
200 meters
She
win.
just became a winner again. And that is a very beautiful one.
That's a very, very beautiful race from them.
I can see so much joy from the fans. I can see so much from her supporters.
I
That
think
was
the
so
lady
good.
is from Ogun State because I can see Ogun boys really jubilating under the tent.
I can hear so much of a sound, but I heard something called damn. That was beautiful and beautiful and beautiful again.
It's really, really beautiful. Ogun boys for the football team, they emerge the third. And it's a beautiful thing when they see one of their representatives on track putting a smile on their face. And right about now, I think the Southwest area coordinator in person of Mr. Emmanuel Danjumata is very, very happy and joyous to see Ogun State putting a smile on his face. I can see that smile under his white face cap. That's a very good one. Mr. Emmanuel Danjumata, I say well done to you and kudos to you because your boys have really done well. Ogun boys sounding the anthem, singing joyfully, and that's a very, very beautiful one.
And so much of a space.
Even for a core member to put a smile on the DG himself's face, it's not an easy task.
It's not an easy job. She has actually done well, and she will be commented beautifully. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still waiting for the 200 meters from the men, and it's still going to hold and take place from Ondo State,
Niger State,
FCT,
Edo State,
Plateau, and
Delta
Delta
State.
State. And who is our winner going to be for the 200 meters men?
Let's see what our darling FCT they've got in stock for us.
Wow, let's also see what our darling Delta State has in stock for us.
All states have traveled down here. Will they just come and take all the prizes away from us? I don't think that will happen.
Yeah, and
This is FCT.
This is FCT.
We are
and
also
this
here
will stand
to
well.
take our prizes home.
Don't also forget that the match between Kano and Enugu is still on, and we are still waiting for them to be back on for the second half. And the scoreline still remains 0-0. And the players are all ready. I can see they are all ready and waiting for the center referees alongside the linesmen to be in the field for the play to kickstart.
Distinguished guests, gentlemen, co-members, this is still the Nysc Annual Sports and Cultural Festival. And we have the 200 meters men about to kickstart. And it's going to take place between Ondo State,
Niger State,
our darling FCT,
Edo State,
Plateau State,
and
Delta
Delta
State.
I can see the athletes all jumping on track, all getting set, and they can see hands up, whether they are ready to receive the 200-meter men on the other side of the track.
Something else comes to my mind now.
What is
I'm
that?
looking forward to a day when we have the NYC top officials do something like this. Like we'll have them on track and they will show us their strengths.
Well,
The likes of the Southwest area coordinator,
Whoa.
the Southeast area coordinator, that's
Beautiful.
Mr. Emmanuel Danjumata, and Alhaji Ahmed Wadai Kaka, alongside with the DG.
You know, that's going to be so
But trust me,
beautiful
do you
and
think
energetic.
they can be energetic like the DG?
You know,
He's
if
a
they
military man.
can actually do so much well and actually train these people to do this well, they can do better.
Without being sentiment, I give my mind to the DG.
And the race has just started. Who is our winner going to be? So much of a space.
Wow, this
What
is a
an
very
energy.
beautiful one. This is a very beautiful
Very
one.
beautiful one.
We have
I can see
Team
that.
Plateau
I
on
can
the
see
second.
that.
Wow.
What
The
a race.
This is a margin this time
What
around.
a race.
This is a
What
very,
a
very
race.
beautiful one.
And we
Team Plateau
have
emerged the second.
a
Then we
winner.
have a winner.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, co-members, we have just concluded the athletics, which comprises of the 100-meter women, 100-meter men,
200 meters women and 200 meters men.
all
And that's-
together for the 100 meters men. We have
Ondo State,
Ogun State,
we have Plateau,
Edo State,
we have Delta,
and our
and
darling
FCT.
FCT,
And from the women's wing, we have Edo State,
Jigawa
we
State,
have Plateau,
Delta State,
and we have Ogun
Ogun
State.
State.
And on the men's wing, and on the 200 meters men wing, we have Ogun State.
Ondo State, sorry.
We have Ondo State. We have Niger State.
Our darling FCT.
We have Edo State.
Plateau State.
And Delta State.
And for the women's wing, we have
Niger State, Edo State,
Jigawa State,
Akwa Ibom State, and Plateau
Plateau.
State. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I can see our referees all heading to the field now, and I can also see the players of Kano and Enugu State all bouncing in the field right now, ready for the second half and decide the game.
While we await the winner in the just concluded race, the Team Enugu and Team Kano are ready to give us a very, very dramatic display in the second half of the game. And this is where the game will be decided, and we will know who the winner is going to be.
And do you think the coaches have actually put the players in place for the second half?
Yes, because all through while the race was on, they were all seated instructing the boys on what to do, how to correct the mistakes. And I think they are going to replicate that on the field of play. Let's see what they have in stock for us now.
And on this second half, do you think they are going to actually make decisive football, or they are going to hold this play down?
Take a look at the Ogun footballers there. They are really cheering the lady that took the 100-meter race.
I think they are welcoming her with a very beautiful music.
That's a very, very beautiful performance from her. And we have our distinguished guest of honor, Mr. Daniel Amokachi, also known as Dabu. He's really smiling as he's watching the Ogun boys cheering their representative up. Well, that is a very, very good performance from R.
The Honorable Minister, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we still want to appreciate you for remaining behind to watch the finals of this competition. We've just finished the athletics competition for 100 meters male and female, 200 meters male and female. And now Enugu and Kano contingents are back into the field for the second half of the finals of this competition. We sincerely appreciate you. We appreciate the Director General NYSC for his fatherly role, to our core members, other distinguished guests that are still seated, the representative of the Chief of Air Staff, the representative of the Inspector General of Police, the representative of the Controller General, Nigeria Immigration Service, Nigeria's football ambassador, Mr. Daniel Amokachi, the Bull. We also acknowledge in our midst their Royal Highnesses, the Oba of Yoruba in FCT, the Eze Igbo One here in the FCT. We also acknowledge in our midst members of the NYSC top management that are still with us. Every other distinguished guest, we appreciate your presence here as you sit back to rest, watch the remaining part of this competition. Thank you and welcome once again.
Welcome back to the field of play. This is still the tie between Team Kano and Team Enugu. And the scoreline is still 0-0. Let's see what the next 45 minutes will decide. Team Enugu with a throw-in. And that's a very beautiful control. But it was intercepted by the Team Kano defenders. And he has just sent it in. But the left fullback for the Team Enugu, has just sent it back to the interior box. Team Enugu still in possession, but they had just lost it. Still Team Kano, jersey number 20 on the ball. He's trying to gain his balance, and he has sent it off to the other flank of the pitch. Still Team Kano ongoing. Still Team Enugu with the ball. Still Team Enugu trying to push an attack on Team Kano. But the defenders are saying we are here. That would have been a very beautiful pass there, but it was intercepted. That is a throw-in favor of Team Kano.
Now, from what I can see from this ball, I think the players are ready to make a good one out of this football because we must have a winner tonight. And the Kano players are trying to make a very beautiful attack. I can see that from the number 9. Oh,
that was a very nice attempt, but it was quite too high.
That was very high on that one. But on that note again, you play it again. I think you will have to make a good decisive football from there. And Enugu players are starting the game again.
And it was intercepted by the Kano left fullback. Still Team Kano in possession of the ball. Team Kano, and we have a player there, and the referee has just blown his whistle for a foul against Team Enugu, trying to tell them this is the last warning.
And the Kano players are all getting ready for the free kick and the ball in. And can they make a good decisive football from that? And the play is on.
Are just showing a relentless effort.
And that's an intercepted football and a throw-in against the Enugu players. And that throw was taken by the Kano player number 45. A throw again against the Kano players this time.
I think that's a result of a poor control there. And the referee had just awarded a foul. I think there was a push over there.
And that is against the Enugu players. And this free kick is going to be taken by the Kano player number 20. And he's all set, ready, and looking how he's going to place it well. Well placed, and they can make good use of it. And
that's a very beautiful one, but it was off target.
That was a goal kick. And I can see the Enugu players and the coach actually trying to make a very good eye contact. And that was a very good one. And the goalkeeper is ready to send the ball in again for another time of play.
You see, both teams have come this far, and no team wants to go home with no prize. And that's a foul there. A foul in favor of Enugu.
And that's a foul against the Enugu players. Oh, a foul against the Kano players. And the ball has been sent in.
That was intercepted by a team captain for Team Kano.
Oh, and that's a goal kick. So what do you think about the play going on the second half?
If I'm to talk about the playing, I'll start from the officiating. It has really been a very, very good one. The center referee is really taking charge. He's in total control of the pitch. In total control, it says that the game has been a fair play. He's very, very watchful of a very rough play. And he's sounding warning to each player respectively that the game should remain a fair play. And I think that's a very, very good one. And on the Kano side, they are really trying to mount pressure on the Enugu boys, but the center defenders and the right and left fullback are still saying, no, you guys are going nowhere. You have no border to cross. The same thing is happening on the Enugu team also. The strikers are trying to cross the boundary of the defenders for Team Kano, but yet they are still finding it difficult to see it through. There has been no real shot on target since the inception of the second half of the game from both sides. Let's see what the team captain for Team Kano can do with this. That's a very beautiful control there.
And the Kano are still keeping positions, and the ball is still on play. Very beautiful footwork. And it's very well intercepted. Wow.
That's a nice pass there, but not too good one, though.
And that was defended by the player number 2. And it's a throw-in against the Enugu players.
You know, right about now, I'm trying to picture what Mr. Daniel Amokachi will be feeling, what he'll be feeling like. He'll be like, back in my days, if I had the opportunity to be on the field, this is what he ought to have done at this point in time. This is how he ought to have played it. But what can we do?
What can we do?
His time has come and gone. His youthful days has come and gone. Now he's a man, a father. He's a father now. He can't say, little is a strength he can display for us on the pitch. So fortunately, if we can get a clip of him and watch it, then practicalize that on the field of play, I think that would be really, really helpful. He's a very great football icon in Nigeria.
And that's a very beautiful play and very well intercepted by the Kano players. And that's a very beautiful footwork on the Kano player. And it's still intercepted. And can they make a very good use of that? And it's been intercepted. And the play is still on over the Enugu players. Very well dribbled. Oh, and there's a goal kick this time.
Wow, that's a very, very sluggish one from the Enugu boy. And it's a corner kick for the Enugu player. Can they convert this? Let's see.
Let's see what they can do with this. And player number 6 is actually getting ready to send the ball in.
Ever since the inception of the game, I've not seen the area coordinator for the Southeast, Alhaji Ahmed Wadai Kaka, to do anything. He's still just hoping for the best. So also is Team Kano too. They still want to give the best to the core members from Kano State. Let's see what the 90 minutes will say.
And still on the scoreline, it's still draw from the both sides. It's 0 from Enugu and 0 from Kano. And the ball, it's still in play. The time is still ongoing. And it's not over till it's 90
That's a very nice
minutes.
shot, but the referee has just signaled a foul against Team Kano.
And from the positioning of this ball, what do you think about this?
This is a very close range shot. These are positions whereby people get scared of the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, and the likes. But let's see if they can replicate what we've been watching so far. Still Team Enugu trying to find the back of the net with the ball. Will Team Kano just give it to them cheaply? Let's see what it's going to be. All right, Prince. Looking about the range of the free kick now, what can you say? What is your prediction exactly?
From my predictions here, from what I can see from the players, I think the guy that...
Don't be sentimental.
I'm not being sentimental, but the guy that is about to take the ball, I think I can read his mind from here right now. He's trying to do something that the keeper cannot get. Can we see that from there? And he takes the shot. And
That's a very beautiful one. Let me find the back of the net. That is Team Enugu. Where can I find the area coordinator for the Southeast? Alhaji Ahmed Wadai Kaka. I think this is a time for him to smile. In fact, smiling is an understatement. He will be laughing right about now. And I can see the players on reserve kneeling down to thank God. Yes, Enugu boys are really ready to go on with something. But the skipper for the Team Kano is still trying to choice that it's not over until it's over. This is still the second half. According to DJ Exclusive, he says, this is football. Anything can happen. Yes, 90 minutes will decide that. Now there's now a change in the scoreline. We have Team Enugu 1 and Team Kano 0. A beautiful free kick there taken by the Team Enugu player, and was able to find the back of the net because I can see the net smiling back at me. Team Kano with the ball. Very good one there. That's a very nice attack. Jersey number 20 on it now.
Can he lob
Did
it
they
in?
convert it?
Oh,
No, it was intercepted. And the referee has just decided the corner while we have a player from Team Enugu down.
And from that goal, I told you he was trying to decide something that the keeper cannot get.
Are you trying to claim to be a prophet now?
No, that's not being a prophet, but that's a very good one.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful one from the Team Enugu player. I can see the Team Enugu are really trying to be a replica of Rangers FC. The referee had changed his decision to be a free kick for Team Enugu.
And the ball has been sent in.
Still Team Kano in possession of the ball. Jersey number 19. That's a very nice tackle there.
Wow. And the
And
player
this is
down.
Team Kano down. And the
player from
referee
Team
has
Kano
just
is down.
signaled another foul in favor of Team Kano.
And the referee is trying to make good decisions from that ball right now.
Talking about the goal again that was scored, it's absolutely glorious. It's a very, very wonderful one. I never expected a goal, though.
I never expected it,
Honestly.
but that was actually brilliant.
It's
Very
a very brilliant one. Very brilliant one from the Enugu player.
So now it's a free kick against the Enugu players, and it's going to be taken by the Kano player captain. And he sends it in, and it's going to be...
That's a beautiful one, but the team
Very well defended.
Enugu are just send the ball in now.
And Enugu is trying
and
to
they are
make a
still
very
vying for
good
the
quick
ball.
counter from here.
I think these guys have really
What can they
gotten
make
their
with that?
spirits awakened.
And there's a
This
goalkeeper's
was
ball.
what they showed Team Oshun in the opening match. This was how aggressive they played. They were very, very hungry for goal. Team Oshun is asked for letters. Kano asked for letters. Do you think they can replicate what they did to Team Oshun, to Team Kano? According to the area coordinator for the Southeast, he said each goal will go for a letter of the state. Now we have Kano. Should we expect 4 goals? That is my question.
Expect 4 goals, and that's my question. But from the time frame, I don't know. But this is still football, and anything
can happen.
And the play is still on. Player number 21, still with the ball, and he sends it in.
That's a beautiful one from Team Kano.
And he plays it, and it's
we have
defended,
the
and the ball
central
is still in the
defender
box.
there, just at the spot. And the ball is being sent in to the center of the field now. We have Team Kano losing the ball to Team Enugu.
And the play is still on.
That's a foul there.
That's a foul, and the flag is up.
Against Team Enugu. And I think the referee has just got his eyes wide open. This referee is really in charge. Distinguished guests and gentlemen, members, this is still the Nysc Annual Sports and Cultural Festival. And it's the final match between Team Kano and Team Enugu. The scoreline remains 1-0 in favor of Team Enugu.
And the play is in again. From what I can see now, the Kano players are all raving and hungry for goals.
Even the Enugu players are not trying to settle for a goal.
And they
are
took the
still
ball
hungry.
again.
Just like I said.
Just a quick play.
For one. That would have been a very
the
brilliant
game is
shot
out.
there. But thank God the defender is not too relaxed.
And it's corner kick now against the Kano players.
You see, I think these Enugu boys are very, very dangerous when it comes to corner kick and set piece.
Very, very dangerous.
This is why the Kano defenders have to be very, very careful and watchful, because this is football
and
anything can happen.
Which is true.
Should we hope for the second goal from the Team Enugu?
And the ball has been sent in.
All right,
Very
the Kano
well
player
defended.
said no. Careful what you wish for, and that's a very brilliant one.
With
Still
so
Team
much
Kano,
energy, he
and
sent
a very
it to
wonderful
front.
pass. But we have the center defender there, sending the ball
that has
back
been-
to jersey number 2 for Team Enugu. And that's a throw-in against Team Enugu.
So what do you think about the new change in the game from what you can see?
I think right about now, the Enugu boys are trying to take charge of the game, but we still have the Team Kano still trying to drag it with them. That no, we are not giving it all to you.
And
We
the
can
Enugu
still
players
come
are
back.
trying to make play
Still Team
again.
Enugu again. That's
you
a very
see that?
wonderful
Can they
pass.
make good
And
use
they
of
convert
that?
it, but
And
the
that's a
goalkeeper is just
goalkeeper's
impatient.
ball.
That's a very, very wonderful pass there. And we have jersey number 9 in a very great position. And the change is
player
about to come up now for Team Kano. Still Team Enugu in possession of the ball.
Team Enugu is still in possession of the ball. Very
Jersey number
good
9
pass
for
to
Team
jersey
Enugu
number
now.
9.
This is a very wonderful pass. A very
Very
brilliant
good
one.
pass.
Jersey number 9 is still on ball.
The
That's
ball
a
is
very
still
wonderful
very good
one.
control.
Still in possession of the ball. Whoa.
And what can they do with this?
This is jersey number 10 with it. Still in control of the ball. Now in the 18-yard box. Whoa,
Oh,
that's
and
a
it's
free
down.
kick there.
That's a
And
free
still
kick.
a very close range. A very, very rough tackle there by jersey number 13 for Team Kano against jersey number 10 for Team Enugu. I love this guy's footwork. He's a replica of confidence, and the change is about to come up.
And the change is about to come off. Jersey number 15
is about to go in, and jersey number 13 is coming out.
And from the experience of the coach, he's bringing a new player, and he feels this new player can actually make a good change in the football. And let's see what that can do right now. The player is in, And the free kick is about to go in. And from what you can see from here, from the set piece, do you think they can make a good decision? They're still on the annual NYSC Sports and Cultural Festival. And a winner must emerge tonight. It's still 1 goal against nothing. Enugu 1 and Kano 0. And the free kick is on. And
That's a very close range one, but it was over the bar. This team Enugu boys are very, very dangerous when it comes to set piece. And I think Team Kano should be very, very careful now with that.
And that was well taken.
The scoreline still remains 1-0. And it's in favor of Team Enugu. Is this how the game will end? We never can tell.
And that's very well. So let's go back to the goal earlier. From what I saw from that goal again, man, that guy is well experienced. Do you think such players actually should just end up in the NYSC field or should actually go international?
These are types of talents that we really need in the national team. I think that is why we really have one of our football icon in our midst, Mr. Daniel Amokachi, popularly known as Dabu, because he's here to see things for himself, not that he's receiving reports. And that's a very, very beautiful one from Team Enugu. And Team Kano too, they are doing really well. But I think the god of soccer now is still they are still trying to be loyal to him. Maybe he can be merciful to them and they can record the goal also. Still Team Enugu.
The flag is up. I think a player is down.
Assistant referee too, Mrs. Vivian, has signaled a foul there.
And the referee is trying to actually find out what went on and decide the game. That's a very, very quick one from the referee to the player right now.
All right, the foul to Team Enugu. A foul, free kick has been awarded to Team Enugu. And that's a foul against Team Kano. That's a very long one. Whoa. That's a very beautiful one. Beautifully taken there by Team Enugu player. And these guys are still trying to find the back of the net to record more goals. I really love both teams.
I really love both teams. Like
Team Kano are not trying to settle for the loss. They are still trying to show the Team Enugu that, yes, we will still take back what you think you've taken from us.
And that's...
Unfortunately, the pass couldn't reach the jersey number 45.
So, still on the scoreline, it's Enugu 1 and Kano 0. But the game is still on and we are still expecting more goals from the both sides. And a
That's
very quick one from the
beautifully
referee.
done by jersey number 10 for Team Enugu.
And well
And he
taken,
sent the
but
ball
that was
into
a
the
goalkeeper's ball.
box 6 of the Team Kano, but the goalkeeper was there to receive the ball.
And the ball has been set in again.
That was beautifully sent back by jersey number 6 for Team Enugu. A wonderful pass by jersey number
Player number 3.
15,
That's a throw.
25. Now the second change for Team Kano, jersey number 8, is going in for jersey number 10. This jersey number 10 has really made a great impact on the team. And I think right about now, the coach best know the reason behind his decision. Still a throw-in for Team Kano.
And the ball is still on. Player number 45. And it's still throwing again against players.
Good tackle there.
Very well taken. And the ball is cleared. Very good.
Jersey number 9 for Team Enugu. There's one thing I love about this Enugu team. They are trying to make use of the entire pitch. They are not playing a one-sided game. And that has really made their game be very, very beautiful. Oh.
And the flag is up for offside.
Assistant referee 2 signaled an offside there against Team Enugu.
The game is still on and seems so entertaining. When we have players from Enugu State and Kano State doing what they know how to do best on our field today. It's still 1-0, but the time is still on and the play is still on. It's still a game of football and anything can happen. And it's still on till the 90 minutes, where I will decide who the winners become. The play is still on against Enugu against Kano, and it's very well intercepted. Player number 3 from Enugu. And cleared by the team captain from Kano State.
Oh, this
Oh,
is just
no.
number 9 for Team
Could
Kano.
this be?
Quick convert it.
Oh,
no.
very well defended.
The central defender for Team Enugu was there to rescue the goalkeeper and the team from finding the back of the net.
That was actually a very beautiful defending. And another good unexpected one from Kano's players. And they are willing to set it in again and make good use of it. And could there be that? No, and is that it?
That's a very beautiful one there. Very, very beautiful one there. Very, very beautiful and close
It
one.
was close, but it was no good.
Still Team Enugu with a goal kick. And it's been sent back. Now Team Enugu in possession of the ball. Trying to fight jersey number 9. But the central defender is there. A throw in there in favor of Team Enugu. That's an offside there, then decided by the assistant referee too. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, still ongoing is the Nysc Annual Sports and Cultural Festival. And we have the final match, the second half of the final match between Team Enugu and Team Kano. And the scoreline still remains 1 goal
to nothing
in favor of
Enugu.
Team Enugu. Let's see what the end will be.
Let's see what the end is going to be.
The game has really, really been dramatic so far and entertaining, with both teams playing carefully. But it's quite unfortunate on the sides of the Team Kano because the Enugu boys found the back of their net already. And could they return that goal?
And the captain just sent the ball in. And could that be a very decisive one? I can see the Enugu players actually trying to defend.
That has been a tackle from behind.
Tackle.
And the referee is calling on the player to sound a warning. Okay, the referee has decided the goal kick.
The referee just decided the goal kick on that. And from what you're saying from the both sides, do you think Kano players are all willing to score the goal again?
The Kano players are still trying to give in their best.
Very best?
Yeah, to at least to record a goal soonest. But the rate at which the central defender for the Team Enugu are really sending the ball back. That no, you have no border here to cross. We are still in charge of our territory.
They are so much in charge of their territory from what I can see.
If not for the free kick, maybe the game will still be on 0-0 now. The scoreline will still be on 0-0. But we are still on with the game. And anything can happen at any time.
At any time.
At any time, anything can happen.
Anytime you say, and anytime can be now. So we are still live on our ball.
In fact, at this point in time, I can't really define who is in dominance of the game.
Wow. From now, you cannot decide the winners of this game?
Like, who is dominating the game? I can't really tell.
See that play from player number 10?
That's a very good one.
And the player goes
from
down.
Just number 10. This guy has just really been trying to drive in with the ball. And they've been committing.
And it's a very close one again against
Team
Kano.
This is not as close as the previous one. And I don't think, well, let me not say anything yet, because I won't want to regret or feel bad about what I say, because I love to speak and make us realize that, yes, what I've spoken is really truthful and it's come to pass. So let's see how productive this will be.
Let's see how productive this could be. Then let's take
predictions.
predictions.
Let's find the back of the net. Talking about prediction, my prediction has always been that this free kick will still remain unpredictable.
Oh, no. And that's over the post and over the bar.
I think that's still in favor of the Kano players, because if that had gone into the net again, oh no.
And
it's
don't
still
forget,
1 goal to nothing.
It's still
in
1
favor
goal to
of
nothing.
Team Enugu.
Team Enugu has just scored 1, and Team Kano is expecting 1. And the game is still on the ongoing and actually the grand finale of the annual Nysc Cultural and Sports Festival. And on the finals, we have Kano playing against Team Enugu, and it's 1-0 to nothing against Kano, and Enugu has won, and Kano has nothing. The game is still on, and we are still trying to decide what the fate of the game still becomes.
We have 2 substitutions being made by Team Kano already, and none by Team Enugu. Yet, these boys are really displaying full energy, and that is a foul there against Team
Kano.
Enugu.
And they're trying to set up something, and it's a goalkeeper's ball.
You can see Team Kano are really trying to find the back of the net by all means.
And
gradually, the game is rolling to an end, and we have Team Enugu still in charge of the winning position by leading with a goal to nothing.
From here, I can see a player down, and they are all trying to make a very quick one at that. Oh, they're calling on the health grounds to come and help them find what is going on inside the field right now. And the player is up.
I think the player is up now. It's nothing too serious, and they are just trying to get things back into the position.
Don't forget, it's still Enugu against Kano, and the ball is still ongoing. It's still not yet over until it's over. The play is still going on against Enugu and Kano, and we are still trying to set up another one, and it's a throw-in and against Team Enugu. It's going to be taken by player number. And that's been intercepted again. Another throw-in against Team Enugu. And the ball is about to come in again. And can they make good decisive one with this? And the throw is in. Very good football control. Another beautiful defending from the number 2 player of Enugu. And another throw-in being awarded to Kano players. And can they still make a very good use of that? And he sends the ball in. And it's very well defended by. And another play is about to go down. Oh no, very well defended. And the ball is being sent in again. And the center defender from Kano has just sent the ball back. And Kano players are still keeping possession alive. Very well defended from Enugu players. The ball has been sent in again. And this is player number 21 from Kano. And the ball has been defended again. And it's a throw-in. And I can see the Kano players all being very, very fast. Because we have no time again for the ball. And we have to still decide the game once it's 90 minutes. And the corner kick awarded to Kano players against Enugu players. And can they make a very decisive football with that? And the player is ready to send it in. And I can see all Kano players all in the box to set the ball behind the post. And no, and that was sent away and defended. Is that the goal? No. And that's been defended again. And that's the final whistle. We have a winner. Enugu State has just emerged outstanding and strong. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. And it goes to no other person. And Team Dan, beautiful and distinguished Enugu State, they just did it again.
Thank you very much, Prince and Precious, for a good commentary in this all-important final. On this deck, we want to say a warm congratulations to Team Enugu for emerging victorious. We want to appreciate our distinguished guests. I want to crave your indulgence that in no distant time we should get to the climax of this event. I want to appreciate the Honorable Minister and all distinguished guests for patiently being with us up to this moment. Quickly, may I request that all participating states, all core members, please file out in the field here as we will soon request our special guest of honor, the Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, who is ably represented in this occasion by the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Gabriel Aduda. Please, all participating states, all NYC officials, team leaders, please direct your team members in this regard. Quickly, in the next few minutes, let's have all the states file out in the field as the Honorable Minister will address all of you and bless this occasion, please. All participating states, please file out in the field. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we will have a little amendment in our program. We will request all participating states to file out here as they receive blessings from the Honorable Minister. And thereafter, we'll have the presentation of trophies. And we want to crave the indulgence of all our distinguished guests here seated as they will do us the honor to make presentation of prizes to all winners in this event. Once again, this is the high point of the NYC Annual Sports Festival with the final match between Enugu and Kano State. Enugu State team have just emerged victorious in the football category of this festival. And of course, we have a number of winners in the athletics event. All participating states, please, all NYC team leaders coordinating the respective states, please, all core members at the pavilion, file out. All participating states, in the next 2 minutes, we expect all states to have filed out, please. All NYC team leaders from Ogun, Niger, Akwa Ibom, Plateau, Jigawa, Ondo, Delta, FCT, and all states represented in this festival. Please quickly form up according to your states, please. Thank you. While we congratulate all winners, once again, we want to call on all team leaders, please, of participating states. Let's coordinate all core members, please, to file out in the field. Of course, we have winners in all categories. Winners first, second, third in volleyball. To file out in that regard, please, in the chronological order. Likewise, football, and of course, in the event. The NYSO officials coordinating the respective events, please help us ensure compliance. All core members, please, all participating states. From the list I have here, I have Ogun State. I guess Ogun State should be here. Delta State, Ondo State, Plateau, Edo, the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Delta, of course I call Delta, Jigawa State, of course. We expect all participating states, all file out in this regard, please. Once again, we want to appreciate the Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, for honoring our invitation and for patiently being with us from the beginning of this game to this hour. A warm congratulations to the Coal City Enugu for emerging victorious, the national champion in the football category, and all other winners in this all-important national event. Thank you very much. I want to believe all participating states are formed up. Please, the state over there, please take position, take position. Officers, please help us ensure compliance. The state over there, by my right, please take position. That should be Plateau State, please. Take position. Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. At this point, we want to most respectfully request our special guest of honor in this occasion, the Honorable Minister of Information and Culture. Of course, the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport, I beg your pardon, Mr. Sunday Dare, the special guest of honor of this occasion, who is ably represented by the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Gabriel Aduda, to present his address and formally declare this ceremony closed, and thereafter we have the presentation of trophies and prizes. Please a round of applause as we welcome the Honorable Minister for his address, please. Thank you.
Are we okay? Are we supposed to hold it? Okay. The Director General of the NYSC, special invited guests, the management of the NYSC, all corpers here present, the reason for which we are here, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I want to deeply convey the regrets of my Honorable Minister, Mr. Sunday Dare, who indeed will have loved to be here by every possible means, but due to exigencies of duty, had to run off to do something else due to a higher call, and had deputized me to represent him at this very wonderful, auspicious annual event. It is my pleasure to address this gathering on this occasion of the closing ceremony of the 2019 National Sports Festival. Let me begin by commending the NYSC, its Director General especially, and the entire management of the service for its foresight, its dedication and commitment in organizing this event, which we believe will go a very long way to complement our efforts at developing sports in the country. I have followed this festival with very keen interest. I was at the Merit House yesterday and I saw the cultural events, and it was indeed something to write home about. We have had several events. Please clap for yourselves. We have had several events where we have even invited internationals and professionals for cultural presentations. But trust me, what you displayed yesterday was simply out of this world. Congratulations. We are particularly impressed with the display of skills by the COP members in the various sporting and cultural events. Indeed, what we have witnessed in the final match of football this afternoon reinforces our confidence in the Nysc as a reservoir of talent that, if effectively harnessed, will contribute to the overall development of our nation. Given the passion and expertise displayed by COP members during the competition, I am confident that a good number of participants will no doubt make very successful careers in sports and the arts. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the events of the last couple of days have further emphasized the relevance of the National Youth Service Corps to national unity and development. I am happy to note that the festival has not only impacted positively on our corporate existence through promotion of unity, but also provided avenue for the display and discovery of talent in these young men and women. At this point, I heartily rejoice with the winners of the various events for the feats that you all have achieved. Let me add, however, that in these games and activities, there is no loser as such, as all of you are winners, but at different levels. I commend your high sense of discipline, the maturity throughout the competitions, your adherence to rules, your peaceful conduct, respect for one another, and the spirit of sportsmanship, which indeed are commendable. The umpires of the various activities also deserve a big applause for displaying professionalism and fairness in the handling and judgment of the various activities. I want to use this opportunity to reaffirm the commitment of the federal government to the development of youths and sports. This is being demonstrated through the various empowerment programs aimed at making our young men and women self-reliant, self-sustaining, and indeed self-employed in some climes. In this regard, we shall continue to avail our graduates of opportunities through the DEEL, known as DEAL initiative of the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development, which is specifically geared towards exposing the youth of Nigeria to digital literacy, entrepreneurship training, employability skills, and mentorship for leadership. I want to particularly encourage core members to continue to avail yourselves of the benefits of the scheme, especially the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program, SAID. Please make yourselves available, key into it, because it is intended to help bridge the gap between when you get out of school and when you get employed. It is all aimed at making you more employable, developing some level of skills that you can take with you to the marketplace and contribute to the overall development of our nation. Let me once again assure us all that the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development, under the able leadership of Honorable Sunday Dare, will continue to support these annual sporting events. I also enjoin sporting bodies, various federations, and private sector organizations to support the Nysc towards achieving the goals and objectives of this sports festival. I wish to appeal to club owners to work closely with the scheme with a view to harnessing the potentials identified in these various activities. Once again, I congratulate the Director General of the scheme, the management of the scheme, on the successful hosting of this festival. It is my hope that this event will grow from strength to strength as we look forward to witnessing better and subsequent editions. It is now my pleasure to declare the 2019 Nysc Sports Festival closed. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much. That was the address of our special guest of honor in this all-important national event, the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Mr. Sunday Dare, who is ably represented in this occasion by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Mr. Gabriel Aduda. Please, another round of applause for Honorable Minister, please. Well, this is the climax of the event, but may I once again appeal to our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, that we sit back, relax. In the next few minutes, we'll have presentation of trophies and prizes to all winners in this festival, the Nysc Annual Sport Festival. On this note, our special guest of honor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to call out the winners in the various category of events. From the 100 meters male category, we have third position goes to Owolabi Igbagbo, representing Ondo State. A warm congratulations to Ondo State, please. Third position, 100 meters male, Owolabi Igbagbo, representing Ondo State. Congratulations. Sentences quickly file out. Second position, 100 meters male, is Isaac Choma, representing Delta State. Congratulations, Delta State. And of course, the winner of this event for this year's festival, first position goes to Laoye Zion from Ogun State.
The Honorable Minister, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, before we formally present the trophies and prizes to our winners, the Director General NYSC has personal gift for a category of core members before that presentation. Permit me to call on the core medical team for this festival to quickly come out, please. The core medical team, and then he also has a personal gift to the winners of the 100 meters, male and female, winners of 200 meters, male and female. Please quickly step forward. The core medical team, please quickly step forward to receive the Director General's gift.
In this regard, we want to quickly call on the winners to receive the Director General's gift. 100 meters female. First position is Omotosho Raimot Ogun. 100 meters female, Omotosho Raimot.
A round of applause to her, please. A round of applause. Omotosho Raimot from Ogun State Secretariat.
Also on the DG's presentation, we want to winner 200 meters female, It goes to, first position goes to Omotosho Raimot Ogun.
Raimot, again, you have another
Omotosho
gift from the
Raimot
DG.
Ogun, a special gift from the Director General, 200 meters female, Raimot Omotosho from Ogun.
Thank you, thank you.
Also, 200 meters male to receive the gift from the Director General, first position, Prayo Ochonogo Chibuzo.
Before the Director General, our very special guest of honor, before the formal presentation of trophies and medals, we have medals for our match officials. Permit me to invite referee Gwanza Jacob from Ministry of Information, Culture, and National Orientation to please step forward as we invite the Federal Commissioner, Federal Civil Service Commission, and retired Director, NYSC, Chief MC Ejo, to do that presentation, please. Thank you, sir. Referee Gwanza Jacob, please kindly step forward. We also have Ari Peter Wamba from the Independent National Electoral Commission, Abuja. We have Vivian Osememen, fitness instructor. Congratulations and thank you for presiding over that match. And the fourth official, Chidi Onyemeze, final year student, University of Abuja. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. He will soon be a core member and you will join in this competition. Thank you very much. Please, let's move on to the presentations.
Thank you very much. We want to sincerely appreciate the officials for their invaluable contributions towards the success of this festival. Once again, want to call the 100 meters male category. Like I said earlier, the third position is Olabi Igbagbo, representing Ondo State. Second position, Isaac Choma, Delta State. And first position, Lawe Zion, Ogun State. And of course, 100 meters female, we have third position, Okaibu Esther, representing Plateau State. Okaibu Esther, representing Plateau State. Second position, Emeze Chisom, representing Delta State. Emeze Chisom, representing Delta State. And first position in the 100 meters female category goes to Omotosho Raimot, Ogun. Now, on this note, I want to request our own Director, Finance and Accounts of the NYSC, Mr. Dauda Daniel, to do us the honor to make the presentation to these winners. Let's appreciate Director of Finance and Accounts, please. We also want to request Director, Press and Public Relations, Mrs. Adenike Adeyemi, the Joint Director of Finance and Accounts, and make the presentation. A round of applause for the image maker of the NYSC scheme, please.
The Serena Williams of our time in the NYSC.
Indeed, the image of the scheme is being sustained and improved even at the international level. And I want to assure you, in the football field of play, the Director of Press and Public Relations is also a champion. And of course, her presence in the athletes, and we wish you the very best. We can see the Chioma Ajunwa of your own time in no distant time.
Thank you very much, the Directors, Finance and Accounts, and that of the Press and Public Relations for presenting the prizes and the medals to our athletes this evening. The next category, please.
Quickly, 200 meters female category. Third position, we have Akinwumu Jennifer representing Akwa Ibom State. Akinwumu Jennifer, Akwa Ibom State. Second position goes to Indibisi Nkiru Caroline, representing Niger State. Indibisi Nkiru Caroline, representing Niger State. And the winner of the 200-meter female category goes to Omotosho Raimot, Ogun State. Let's celebrate Raimot once again, please. And 200 meters male category, quickly, we have third position, Emobakari Goldin, representing Delta State. Emobakari Goldin, Delta State. And we have Onoja Godwin, second position, Plateau State. Onoja Godwin, second position, Plateau State. And the winner of the 200-meter male category in this competition is Prayo Ochonogo Chibuzo, Ondo State. And to do us the honor for this presentation, I want to request Director, Internal Audit and Coordinating Director of Ventures Management, Mr. Leke Abiodun, and the Director, Co-Mobilization, Mrs. Victoria Ango. Please, a round of applause for the directors of the NYSC as they make the presentation to the winners.
Once again, we want to congratulate our winners from Ondo, Plateau, and Delta in the 200 meters category for Congratulations, Team Ondo, for emerging first 200 meters male category. Thank you very much, the directors, internal audit and core mobilization, for assisting in presenting the medals to our winners this evening. We're moving on to the other category of today's competition, which is the volleyball, I think.
Of course, for the volleyball, special guest of honor, Honorable Minister, distinguished guests. Quickly, for volleyball category in this festival, third position goes to Oyo State. Let's celebrate Oyo State, please. Volleyball, third position is Oyo State. And of course, second position, Akwa Ibom State. Celebrate Akwa Ibom State, please. Let's have the captain represent the team, please. Volleyball, once again, third position, Oyo State. Let's have. Okay. Okay. So let's invite Oyo State, third position, and let's celebrate them, please, as they come forward.
The Honorable Minister, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, just to remind us that apart from the medals given to our winners, they are also going with jersey. At this point, may I invite the representative of the Chief of Air Staff to kindly do the honor by presenting them with these prizes. Thank you very much, sir.
This is a wonderful innovation by the NYSC team, of course, the Central Organizing Committee, manager of the scheme. New set of jerseys to encourage the winners to sustain their training, and who knows, next edition, of course, the defending champion may sustain the trophy. Other states will compete and favorably emerge winners. And above all, we should be able to expect constant practices. Practice will bring out good talents from the teams that will not only represent the NYSC scheme, but will represent the nation in both national and international events.
Congratulations to Team Oyo. Thank you very much, the representative of the Chief of Air Staff, for presenting prizes to Team Oyo for coming third in the volleyball competition.
Quickly, second position, Akwa Ibom State. Let's celebrate Akwa Ibom State.
May I ask the representative of the Controller General Nigerian Immigration Service to kindly do us the honor of presenting Team Akwa Ibom with the medals for this competition. Thank you.
A warm congratulations to Akwa Ibom State team.
Congratulations, Team Akwa Ibom.
A warm congratulations to the team leader.
Thank you very much, the Controller General, for presenting Team Akwa Ibom with the medals and the prizes.
Honorable Minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the volleyball category in this festival, FCT, the Federal Capital Territory, winners in the volleyball category of this festival. Warm congratulations to the Federal Capital Territory for doing us proud. You deserve the trophy. And of course, the team is going with the trophy, the jersey, and of course, the medals, the lifetime medal that will keep reminding them of this excellence.
Thank you very much. At this point, the Honorable Minister, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor and privilege of inviting the 18th Director General, National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, DSS, PhD, Member Teachers Registration Council, to do the presentation to our winners for the NYSC Sports Festival in the volleyball category. The FCT team will be going with a set of new jerseys, medals, and a brand new trophy to celebrate their win. Of course, they are the hosts for this competition, and it is not out of place that they worked tirelessly hard to ensure that they go with a trophy. Congratulations to Team FCT, and of course, the FCT coordinator is also here to cheer her team. Please, a round of applause to your mommy, Hajia Walida Sadiq. Thank you very much, Team FCT, for the moral and motherly support given to your core members.
Once again, let's celebrate the NYSC coordinator, FCT. Of course, The FCT team played very well in the course of this festival, and they deserve this trophy. You can see the coordinator and officials of the Nysc scheme in the FCT identifying with the winning team.
Okay, the officials.
Well, that's interesting. Celebrating and decorating the FCT coordinator. Warm congratulations. And I guess this is the assistant director in charge of probably the community development service. A warm congratulations to all of you.
And the
FCT.
trophy to NYSC FCT volleyball team.
Celebrate FCT, please.
Congratulations, NYSC
The
FCT
most
volleyball team.
competed trophy of the national finals in volleyball category going to FCT. Well, congratulations to you, and we wish you the very best, God willing, in the next competition. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, quickly we want to announce the result for the football category. Football, third position goes to Ogun State. Please let's celebrate Ogun State, third position in the football category of this festival.
And may I have the honor and privilege of inviting the representative of the Inspector General of Police to do us the honor of presenting them with their medals and their jerseys.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is logical to remind us that this festival begins with the zonal preliminaries where winners emerge at the zonal level and they all converge here in Abuja for the national finals. And today we are celebrating the winners in all categories. And this is, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, second position football in this festival is Kano State. Kano State emerged a winner from the Jigawa zone. And of course, to make the presentation,
The Honorable Minister, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor and privilege of inviting one of Nigeria's most respected ex-footballer, Nigeria's football ambassador, Mr. Daniel Amokachi, a.k.a. The Bull, to please present to the second position in the football category.
I especially congratulate Kano team for emerging second position in the football category, and most importantly, for having the international football legend, Daniel Amokachi The Bull, make historic presentation to the team. I want to believe this presentation will inspire all footballers in this team, and we should see the emergence of young Amokachis in no distant time. Warm congratulations to Kano team, and we once again appreciate all our guests, Honorable Minister, and all our guests for being part of the success of this event and for honoring our invitation. Congratulations, Kano. Yes, this is historic moment for Kano team as they take photographs with the international football legend, Daniel Amokachi Debo. Indeed, we expect these young footballers to join the national team in no distant time. We are glad to have officials of the Nigeria Football Federation here, and I believe a good number of talents have been identified. And certainly, if they are given the opportunity to join the national team, they will emerge some of the best footballers that will effectively represent Nigeria in the football category in both national and international events. NYSC has distinguished itself over the years, producing creative talents in both sports and cultural events in all previous festivals. And I believe this particular one too had produced a number of them that will be celebrated at the national level. Team Kano, once again, congratulations. Of course, to the NYSC officials, a warm congratulations. Keep the good job. Thank you, thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to appreciate Mr. Daniel Amokachi Debo for this presentation. Thank you, sir. This is the moment we'll all be waiting for. I'm pleased to announce the winner of the football category of this annual NYSC Sport Festival, Enugu State. Please celebrate Team Enugu. A warm congratulations to Enugu State for emerging national champion in football category. And on this note, we want to most respectfully request our special guest of honor, the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports Development, who's ably represented in this occasion by the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Gabriel Aduda. Round of applause for the Honorable Minister, please.
Congratulations, Team Enugu. The Rangers in the NYSC are defending champions for this competition. They played in the opening match for this competition and they kept to their fate. Today, they are the champions.
The Honorable Minister is making a historic presentation of medals to the winners of the football category, Enugu Rangers, the NYSC Forum. We celebrate you once again. And quickly want to inform all team leaders of participating states, please assemble at the please assemble at the middle table so that you can take delivery of the certificates for your contingents, please. All team leaders, please make yourself available and take delivery of the certificates for your contingents. Thank you.
From here, we can see the beautiful trophy to be presented to contingents from Enugu Secretariat. That trophy will remain with Enugu until the next festival. distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and the trophy presented to Team Enugu. Please, a round of applause one more time to Team Enugu with their beautiful trophy being presented specially by our special guest of honor, Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Mr. Sunday Dare, ably represented by the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Gabriel Aduda. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Please, we are going to take the anthems to officially close this festival. Please. Corps members, please stand still wherever you are. Thank you, Team Enugu. Thank you, Team Enugu.
Please, you take the NYC and national anthem to formally close this ceremony, please. The NYC National Band will lead. Thank you.
Dedication and selflessness. Nigeria's ours, Nigeria we serve. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, for honoring our invitation. This is the end of this ceremony, and of course, the end of the festival, the NYC Annual Sport and Cultural Festival. God willing, make it a date with us in the next edition. I want to congratulate winners in all events in this all-important national event. Want to appreciate all our royal fathers, the Oba of Yoruba of FCT, Eze Indigo of FCT, and of course our own retired director, Dr. John Aboere, where I appreciate your presence in being with us in the finals, and all our guests. We appreciate you. Thank you, and God bless you all.
This is the national band of the National Youth Service Corps. And we're dedicating this one to the fathers in the house, to the royal fathers, and to the DG. Congratulations once again to all the winners. Every day by day I just say just want to say thank you, Jehovah. Oh. See, I'm living large, I get angels over my ghetto. Never forget where I come from, not from ghetto. Oh, no, 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 no. I just want to say thank you, Jehovah. Oh. Can everyone to the Father, Father, hey. Father, Father, hey. Hey, Father. Father, Father, hey. Father, Father, hey. Chineke de mekongwa,